A year later, and the town of Cherokee is still rebuilding from the flooding. KTIV's Gabriela Quinones spoke with town officials about their recovery process.
It was just perfect storm, you could say. Water came from literally everywhere.
Water from the Little Sioux and its tributaries, Mill Creek and Ocheyedan, all pulled into Cherokee. 5 bridges were shut down at one time, leaving limited access from the west or north.
The community is resilient when it comes to flooding. The downside to this one was it just came faster and stronger.
Floodwaters hit a record high of 34 feet, about 5 feet higher than the previous record back in 2018. Pritz says the community can usually expect to receive Spencer's water within a couple of days, but this time they received it in a matter of hours.
It certainly reached areas where it has not reached in the past.
The wastewater treatment plant is the biggest priority for the town. All of the electronic switches, boards, and the nuts and bolts that make the plant run are located in the basement of the building. That entire area was completely underwater, making the plant inoperable. At one point, waste had to be dumped into the Little Sioux River with permission from the state. Right now, the mayor says they are patching up the issues, but it's only at a bare minimum that allows for some treatment. The goal is to relocate the facility, but the town needs the funds to do so.
If we rehab what we have, we're talking $45 million. If we move it, let's say across the river, we're talking neighborhood of $75 million.
A total of 140 houses were affected. Of those, 45 were considered majorly damaged and 22 were considered destroyed.
We had a couple of houses in town where the refrigerator was floating in the kitchen.
The population of Cherokee is sitting at around 5,200 people. Some homeowners have relocated within town in hopes of rehabilitating their damaged homes. Other homeowners haven't even touched their homes in the last year in hopes of a potential buyout.
Foundations were washed out, they're missing walls, they're not safe to be in, and they shouldn't be in their houses for that matter. The buyout process is still not firm.
Spring Lake Park used to have a camping ground that fit 20 campers. Now it's wiped out. Only picnic tables remain. Mayor Schmidt says the Spring Lake Yacht Club was severely damaged. It was used to host weddings, meetings, and parties. The venue sustained 36 inches of water, hitting above the outlets.
We're in the process of getting all the permits and monies, everything of that nature.
Overall, the community is working together to rebuild their town. The process is slow, but the mayor says the town is staying strong.
I am very, very bullish on our future.
In Cherokee, Iowa, Gabriela Quinones, KTIV News 4.
The mayor says the wastewater treatment plant project is the highest priority for Cherokee, with a completion date from 3 to 5 years.